Speaking of woke ideology and zombie apocalypses, in the New York Times this weekend, you may have read a piece about what's going on in Houston in terms of how much success they've had in providing housing for homeless people. Or maybe a year and a half ago, you heard Emma's interview on it. Mm-hmm. Just FYI.
Yeah. I was wondering
what has happened to the Democrats.
Wonderful. Sam, Democracy Now! Used a clip of Ehud Barak from Majority Report's Majority Report Today's show. You can hear the whoopsie sound drop and Emma and Matt chuckling in the background as Barak talking about the tunnels. Fun Easter egg this morning. Yeah, we just listened to that. That's amazing.
I mean, love that they like the show. I mean, I love Democracy Now! I listen to it almost every morning. So
there you go. All right, let's go into this one here.
What has happened to the Democrats?
Exactly. Here's let's just before we get into the Democrats, let's talk about Kevin McCarthy. This is pretty astonishing. The Oxford Union has a debate, and I think it's sort of like a right-wing organization, isn't it? Or are they?
I don't know. I don't think that's the history. Like, I've seen some Oxford debates with people that are worth listening to, but you also see like Jordan Peterson and a bunch of
it's very weird, sort of like online-y type of thing.
I mean, who can the right wing really ask?
Now, at one point, I got an email from, I think it was them, inviting me to debate at one point. I think it was like a year ago, or maybe it was 2 years ago. And I said yes, and then I never heard anything again about it.
Well, you would also seemingly have to purchase a tux because this is a very serious debate hall, and you have to dress like you're an Eyes Wide Shut.
I mean, I have my Eyes Wide Shut outfit anyways. I would have come with my little mask and stuff. But
they didn't know that, I guess.
Here is Kevin McCarthy, with, I guess, a lot of time on his hands these days, at the Oxford Union debate. And this was just in late October. I guess he's trying to make the case for revisionist history. What's this?
I want you to think in your own heart, do you want America to stay home? Do you think it's evil that America is willing to send their aircraft carriers in a place so war won't begin? We've learned from appeasement for peace for our time does not work. The question you have to ask yourself, because everybody in the world will, peace without freedom is meaningless. Think for one moment.
Pause. I should say that is not our bell. That was their bell. I don't know if that signals time or irony as he is talking about U.S. ships coming into the region where U.S. policy has been to support Israel and deny freedom to millions of Palestinians. I don't know if that's like a bell that automatically goes off if you're saying something that's ironic or what.
It could be their bullshit meter.
It could be. I'm not sure how it works over there in at the Oxford Union Debate Society. But go ahead.
Is meaningless. Think for one moment. It is human nature that we all crave peace, but we never attain it unless we have freedom. In every single war that America has fought, we have never asked for land afterwards, except for enough to bury the Americans who gave the ultimate sacrifice.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's our bell. That's our bell. That was us, actually. I would like to, Kevin McCarthy, former Speaker of the House, I would like to introduce you to the Mexican-American War. Or perhaps you've heard of Texas. For instance, or California.
Yeah. Where does he represent?
I'd like you to meet the First Seminole War, which brought us some towns in Florida that we kept.
Wasn't some Ohio property promised to veterans of the American Revolution, I think? Yeah. And Mexico is an interesting one, because if you look at the history of like when we fought Mexico in 1848, Mexico ceded 55% of its territory, including California, where McCarthy's from, and the only reason we didn't take more of it is because we had white supremacists in our government who were like, that's too, and like WASPs, who were like, that is too many brown Catholics. We need to pull that back to the Rio Grande.
Yeah, I mean, let alone the Mexican American War. Did you say that right? Like this?
So the Mexican, it was just said the Mexican American War, the Seminole War, or maybe the American Indian Wars. We tend to.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we didn't ask.
Yeah, Mystic Massacre.
Maybe we didn't ask for the actual property.
How did we get control of the Philippines?
We just took it. Oh, yeah, the Philippines.
Puerto Rico.
Oh, and speaking of the American Revolution, you look at like what happened to settlement in like, say for instance, upstate New York. The Crown wasn't allowing that based on like treaties with Native Americans. After we got our independence, the Native Americans lost a bunch of their land.
I guess what he's saying though is that we didn't take any land in Iraq. I mean, except for that massive compound that we have in the so-called embassy compound, which is.
I mean, we turned the country over to a bunch of like 30-year-olds for a while, but I guess, we didn't call it a state. So.
I mean, but we are literally right now funding Israel, which is seizing land and has been for the past 75 years.
All right.
We should also say that we don't really need land if we also have control over the oil underneath it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's really, we just got more efficient. Mm-hmm. But is there anything else that he has to say? Does he talk about how the Civil War was really just about culture?
We have never asked for land afterwards, except for enough to bury the Americans who gave the ultimate sacrifice for that freedom we went in for. But the basis of their definition is wrong. Intervention is not just military. You see, I believe the greatest strength of America
We've done it.
is not the
special ops, and we've done it. I mean,
Sanction
did
their
we
oil.
have military intervention in 1973 in Argentina? No, not military. Not our military. We may have funded some.
Coordination.
Did we in any way try and, I don't know.
We tanked the Venezuelan oil economy without the military. That was pretty good.
True.
Yeah.
And we weren't successful in Cuba, though.
Yeah.
So
Has he looked up the history
you
of
can't count that against us.
the history of Hawaii, for example? Could be something that he looks into until the United States moved into the softer form of imperialism, which is regime change and taking over their mineral or oil resources in different areas of the world.
Oh, yeah. We should also, someone just reminded me, like Guantanamo Bay. Anybody ever wonder how it is that the U.S. has a base?
God gave it to us. Bequeathed it.
Oh, ethnic cleansing of Minnesota during the Civil War, actually. Expulsion, including a concentration camp of natives. Yeah, actually a kind of similar pretext to what you're seeing if Gaza ends up under Israel's control would be if what happened in Minnesota.
This is the thing. When you wear a tux, though, you say something like that, you get an applause line. Soon I'm going to wear only tuxes on this show. That's my new unbelievable.
Makes you look very official.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
Oxford should be proud of that. Debate, everyone.
I don't think it's actual. I think it's like it's not the actual school.
Right.
It's like a organization within the school that apparently
Debate lords.
Yeah.
Iran's also a good non-military or non.
That's right.
Non-land grab.
Thank you,
aspect.
Bradley. But you're half Iranian,
Yeah,
so
it's
do you have a
biased
dual
for me.
loyalty?
Yeah, my mom literally just texted me that.
Oh, that's good.
As a suggestion for this segment.
Ladies and gentlemen, that sound you just heard signifies that the phone lines are indeed open right now. Phone lines are indeed open. 646-257-3920 is the number. 646-257-3920 is the number. We shall take your phone calls. But now, an IM from Train Boy. Happy birthday, Sam. Thank you. Happy birthday and anniversary of Laughing at Cernovich Day. I hope you have a good one. Tact Thumb. Sam, you and my mom have the same birthday. Happy birthday, man. Thank you. JD, but I got you Cabbage Patch doll. You demanded stop being so spoiled. Fiduciary duty. Ever since I heard Emma do the Jordan Peterson impression, it's haunted me. Someone please make it stop. All right, folks. I'm not going to read all the happy birthday wishes out loud, but I will read them. I gave the shofar to myself. Thank you. Your youngest nephew turned 2 today. Charlie, sure. Okay. Vatov, happy whatever happened to Mike Cernovich guy. This in time, I give myself a shofar every morning. Says the tiniest of Tim. Maddie Moron says, happy 75th birthday, Sam. Thank you very much. I think I might be the oldest person on YouTube. We're pretty close, right?
Prager.
Damn it. Saul said to me, he goes, you could be my grandfather.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yep. That was fun.
Roasting you.
That was fun.